I'm with Michael Scotto, senior NBA insider with HoopsHype. And Michael, I have to start with the news coming out of Denver. The Nuggets announced that they have relieved coach Mike Malone and their GM of their duties. What have you heard centered around the Nuggets right now?
A wild day right now, especially for the Denver Nuggets. Regarding Calvin Booth, they didn't come to terms on an extension before the season, so going into the year, it left things a little murky for his future. His dismissal, relieving, whatever you want to call it, it didn't totally surprise me as much. Michael Malone, the timing of it surprised me. This is tied for the furthest into a season we've seen a coach get fired, and Michael Malone was the winningest coach for Denver, a 2023 champion, and now looking for a job. And he'll be the top coach on the market this summer looking ahead. But the biggest thing was this was about urgency for Denver, feeling that their grip on a championship run was falling aside. And for them, they're hoping this can provide a jolt. Time will tell soon, but we'll see what happens coming up in the next few games, Meg. It's crunch time right now for Denver.
It's definitely crunch time because the playoffs are right around the corner and they are still in the hunt there. When you look at the summer, because it's going to be a busy, busy offseason, we talked about coaches. Let's talk about some players. Who are some of the players that you're mainly looking at that could make some moves this offseason?
Well, Megan, I'll tell you who I'm looking at and who the entire league is looking at. First of all, it's going to be Giannis Antetokounmpo with the Milwaukee Bucks, and I say that because with Milwaukee going into the playoffs and Damian Lillard having to deal with blood clots, it could be another playoff run for the Milwaukee Bucks where they're not a true championship contender. And if that happens, the whole league is waiting to see if Giannis Antetokounmpo is going to want a change of scenery or not. And if he does, he's going to be the #1 sought-after player on the market. With that said, time will tell. A guy that's been in the news and a lot of rumors leading into the deadline that is going to resurface again this summer is going to be Kevin Durant as well for the Phoenix Suns. They weren't able to trade Bradley Beal. They have a much better chance if they want to move Kevin Durant. And for him, it's going to be a colossal summer. They're going to have a lot of teams interested in him. He's still playing at the top of his game right now, and if Giannis is going to be the 1A, Kevin Durant would be the 1B this summer to look out for this summer on the trade market.
I got to ask you about the Brooklyn Nets because a lot of questions we're waiting to see kind of what can happen also in this summer. We know the lottery is a huge thing, but what do you see as some of the main priorities that the Nets are looking at?
Sure, Megan. I think, well, first of all, the ping pong balls are going to separate themselves in the lottery coming up soon. So we'll see what happens. But big picture for the Nets, is Cam Johnson going to be here or not? Cam Johnson had a lot of interest at the trade deadline. Some other teams that I don't think were mentioned, but I had heard also checked in were the San Antonio Spurs, looking for some shooting around Wembanyama. The Minnesota Timberwolves as well. They also looked at Durant. So I do expect Cam Johnson is going to draw some significant interest on the market this summer. The question will be whether Brooklyn views him as a player that can be a part of the next iteration of this team. From what I've been told from the organization, Cam Johnson's a guy they value a ton, a guy that was at 50-40-90 splits earlier this year. They love him in that locker room, and as a person, he's a great teammate. So it's not a situation where they have to move Cam Johnson, but I believe he's going to be the net that draws the most significant trade interest this summer for sure.